Now we're rolling. Damage Plan MMA podcast. I am Jason. As always, my co-host, the voice of MMA in Utah, Mr. Zack Partridge.
Thank you. I like it, but my ego's getting too big with it, I think.
Your head's just blowing up a little bit.
You're
like,
I feel
you know what? You know, just own it, bro. Just own it. Just
self-proclaimed.
Own it.
I'm just like Chael Sonnen, just self-proclaimed, undefeated.
Yeah.
Never lost. All that stuff.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I love it.
So we got another Fighter Spotlight podcast, and we are welcoming Shawn Cook, who is going to be on the June 18th Steel Fist Fight Night card, which is a freaking stacked card, and I'm stoked. Unfortunately, I won't be there live, but I will be able to watch the pay-per-view.
You're not even going to be there.
I know. But I'll be watching. I'm not going to miss this card because it's pretty stacked.
It's gonna be crazy.
So Shawn,
excited for sure. Yeah,
welcome to the podcast, man.
Thank you. I really appreciate being on. I watch every time you guys usually go on. I try to catch the lives. I try to do it all I can, but I'm a really big fan of you guys. So
appreciate the support, man.
Appreciate
you guys are going big places. I have a feeling.
I don't know about that, but we're having fun doing it. We're just having fun.
It's just fun.
Yeah, even having fun. You know, that's like Joe Rogan. You know, I watch Joe Rogan a lot too. You know, and he's like, that's the way you find your way to all kinds of crazy places, right?
Well, that's like what we did. It's like as long as we're doing it and enjoying it, everything will come eventually. We just don't worry about it. I mean, we used to check our download numbers and stuff like that constantly. I haven't checked it in months.
There you go.
I know we're getting plenty of interaction and it's fun and it's like whatever, you know. So
I do the same thing with my daughter's YouTube channel because me and my wife we completely just dive into her YouTube channel and just try to dedicate time to it. But that's such a pain, you know, so many videos we already got and so much editing and so much goes into it. It's crazy, man. She works at her school as like the disciplinary, you know, like if the kids get in trouble and stuff like that. So yeah, it's totally interesting, you know, like the way that everything works with that. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
A lot of stuff.
Just do what you enjoy. If you're getting online to get rich, but doing something that you don't enjoy, it's not going to work. Just do what you enjoy, and then if something comes, great. And if it didn't, at least you had a good time doing it.
For sure, dude.
One of my nutrition clients is TikTok famous. Like she gets almost 1 million views on her TikToks, and her daughter had her change it to a creator account. She's like, I made $50 for a post she made the other day. I'm like, what?
That's crazy.
Yeah. $50 just for making it because she's a creator.
Yeah. Okay. I see.
Damage Plan TikTok.
Damage Plan TikTok, man.
Yeah, you got to do
We're not here to talk about all that. We're not here to talk about all that.
Shawn's fight.
Who are you fighting? Where are you training? What have you been up to, man?
I'm fighting Aaron Jennings from Idaho.
Okay.
Lionheart. I don't know. I think that's.
Oh yeah, he's up there. You're up there. He's up there with Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like I know he fought Jackson. He changed at your gym.
Yeah.
At one hit. And I did better against him than he did. But that doesn't really matter in my mind, you know what I mean? It just it's always a different fight every fight, you know.
MMA math don't work, dude.
No, it don't. So it's kind of like you just kind of go there and just do your thing and hope for the best, prepare the best you can, you know. And I've put in some time, you know, over this fight more than I have previous fights. I can't say more than two of my fights I put like 80 to 90 hours or 90 rounds of full contact hard sparring. But other than that, I've been couching it. I just go to the fights, literally just worse habits, worse conditioning, worse, like literally drinking no water. Like I'm like a fool. But I've learned, you know, it's through depression and a lot of things that I was going through at the time. And I just kind of overcame and conquered and just kind of making the most of everything. And this fight, that's what it's all about, you know, this kind of redemption, you know, showing my groundwork, showing my stand up, showing what I really know, you know, because I was a wrestler, you know, a cold hearted wrestler, you know, I was on varsity, held my spot, you know, I went and did a bunch of tournaments. I don't even know how many. But yeah, just kind of always just dedicating. And now it's time to actually really dedicate since I'm 29 in a week. I'm old.
Nice.
Oh yeah, just looking at you have the same birthday as my daughter, actually.
Bro,
oh wow.
Where are you? Who are you training with, and where are you training?
I'm by myself. That's kind of the thing. I'm always by myself. I've trained at 2 different camps before, 2 different gyms. But right now I'm just on my own, and I've been on my own for the last year, actually training on my own fight camp, my own thing. Like I literally been just dedicating the whole year literally just to my own craft from what I've learned, and just doing a lot of research and a lot of like more of the psychology behind it. Cause that was more of my issue. I could dedicate, I was a wrestler for like 6 years, you know, I can dedicate plenty, you know, I know that. But my problem is the psychology part behind it, with like getting depressed, going through a lot of the mental things I was going through before the fights, before even fighting. You know, a lot of baggage came along the way with health issues and, you know, crazy debt, and, you know, I can go on like any of us can. But, you know, I'm just ready to make a redemption and show that even no matter what you're getting counted out, no matter what you're going through, you could find your way back to the top, no matter how much on the bottom you are. And I am on the bottom, you know what I'm saying? And I don't mind admitting that. I don't mind saying that. You know, I love it. I love telling people, you know what, I go in there like a fool, because one day I'm going to learn. And when I learn, you guys are going to see it, and you guys are going to, you know, whoa, he made it. He actually did the work. And that's one of the hardest things. Every time I fight, I always yell at myself, because I'm like, if I didn't do the work, I know I'm going to be yelling at myself sitting in that chair waiting to get in the fight. It's more what I get mad at myself for. So
where do you live, Shawn?
Where I live in Tooele.
Bro, why don't you go to Tooele Martial Arts?
Right now, my schedule doesn't really work well with Tooele Martial Arts. Before it did. I took my daughter there. She's done a couple jiu-jitsu classes. She kind of wasn't too fond of it, but she liked it. She just, you know, now she really wants to go back and dive into it. But then she was kind of more like, I don't know about this, so I just let her do her own thing. But I did a couple of classes there. I've done, you know, some things there, but it's kind of a thing there too, because I was supposed to fight a fighter that goes there, and I feel ashamed. Boomer.
Oh, you're supposed to fight Boomer. Okay.
A while ago, and it was a big time. A couple of situations, I just found myself in some dark places, and I've been through some dark things, you know. And so I found my way out of the hole, a dark hole, plenty of times. So yeah, I went there, and I love them. I love Keith. I love all of them. I love they're such amazing dudes, dude. I mean, great guys, dude.
So I'm Shawn. I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Kieran and you have very similar paths.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I understand.
And I don't know if you paid attention, but it's like he's getting, like, as he's embraced and like getting in with their fight team and stuff, he is finding successes in there. Like, there's just, I mean, hey, everybody, I always say the beauty of MMA is everybody has their own path and they have their own journey, and take my opinion what it's worth. Who knows? It might be not worth anything to you. I don't care. But if you want to have success in this sport, you have to have it. You have to have that team and that support system around you.
Yeah.
No, I agree. And it depends how you look at yourself too, you know?
Yeah. So I hope that something can work out to where you could at least get in there, because you have a great MMA gym. Now, if you were somewhere that there's nothing around and you're just making do with what you got, that's great. But I mean, Tooele Martial Arts Academy is a great resource for anybody in that area. I mean, I take time. I live in Kaysville, and I take time to try and drive out there to train with them when I can. It's a good spot.
And if you want it, and that's the kind of the biggest thing, you know, I'm finding I've dedicated so much time to this, like I do nothing but it, you know, just focusing on it. Not really like the effort like you do, you know what I mean? You're going to the gym every day. I've done that, you know, I show up and do MMA sparring and then do boxing sparring, you know, at Factum MMA. You know, I've done my time before. I just would break. I'd mentally break, you know, and that was kind of like a big thing for me. I would just find myself getting discouraged. I have certain things that just affect me when I go around people, and certain things, you know, I spaz out, and it's just something I'm learning to control, but it's took a long time to understand. And so when I go to the gym, I would literally throw up just being in front of people, you know. I wouldn't be able to control myself. I just, you know, no matter what I did, no matter my cardio, no matter how much I worked, it just didn't make sense to me, you know. I'm trying to impress somebody. Even in wrestling, I would go to the wrestling meets, I could hold my varsity spot. Once I got to the wrestling meets and I put in the time, I mean, like, I can name wrestlers I can name
breaking up on us.
Growing up with, you know, a Golden Glove boxer since I was a kid. Oh, sorry. But I've just done a lot. And so I understand where you're coming from, and I need to dedicate. And that's the biggest problem for me, is dedicating.
I get you.
Are you there?
I get you.
So Shawn, what are you expecting? what are you expecting out of this fight? Like, what do you expect after this fight? I guess, are you going to continue to train? Or are you going to continue to fight?
Yes.
Like, what's your goals going forward?
I already have a gym I'm dedicating to, so I'll be training at 5:30 Monday. I'll be actually doing the cardio and kickboxing Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and Muay Thai. And I've done plenty of Muay Thai too. I've done a lot of Muay Thai classes. My problem is I get over angsty. Like, I get a lot of excitement when I fight, and I don't do anything until that moment of the fight. You know what I mean? So all that's coming out at once.
Yeah.
And so I want to start it the way I'm picturing, but I can't do that. I always get myself like a fool. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this, but I'm smoking 2 packs of cigarettes. Who do you know that tries to go train the day of? I'll go train for a month straight, and I'll be smoking the whole time I'm training and drinking no water. Like, that's the kind of like thing I'm working with on my own. I'm a fool in my own way. I know this for a fact, but I know, like, I'm going to school right now. I'm going to college. I'm working 10 hours a day, 5 days a week. I get home and I run every day with my sister's husky. And on top of that, I'm doing a lot of planting my feet and working a lot of boxing, just to keep my hands up, being really concentrated, really focused on just a lot of things I'm working on. So I'm kind of scrambled right now because I got off of work at 4 o'clock in the morning. I apologize.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
And so
I literally drove down to St. George and sat down, set this up, and we're recording. It's all good.
Yeah. That's crazy, and to me, I don't know where I'm headed, but I just know I'm going to do everything I can to get where I need to go.
Cool, man.
Sweet, man.
You got any predictions for the fight?
Yeah, give us a prediction.
Honestly, it's just, I want to go out, because usually I go out and I'm really like just antsy, and I throw a jab and then I like back off and I circle around, and I do a lot that I've learned. So like Randy Burton, I don't know if you know him.
I don't.
I trained with him a couple times. I've sparred with him a couple times. And when I sparred with him, he gave me a lot of encouragement and learned a lot from him. So, and Tim, a lot of people that I've learned from are coaches and stuff that I really respected, but I didn't get to earn their respect. So with this fight, I plan on earning a lot of people's respect with the way I'm fighting and the way I'm defending and the way that, I did a lot of good things against Jackson. I threw some good kicks. I threw some good, with how he's ran through people and me sitting on the couch doing nothing. I did pretty damn good. You know what I mean? In my opinion, I didn't take the win by any means, and I understand that. But, I'll get there. I've gotten a knockout, did nothing. I wasn't training for that fight, and I need to train. And that's the biggest next thing is dedicating, and that's what I've been doing this last year is just staying consistent on my own, making sure I got the cardio, making sure I got the physical, keep my hands up, throwing double jabs, triple jabs, making sure I'm able to use head movement and not just standing like a tree,
Yeah.
like doing the best I can with what I got. But I divert my time to a lot of things, and I understand you all do too, but that's my road now. Before I was just a punk, just trying to think I was a cool kid, thinking, there's a lot of things I went through, and so it's like, now it's time to seriously sit down and find a gym. And I got a gym, and I'll be at a gym this week. Like literally you'll be seeing me. And I already got talked to the people. I've been talking to, I don't like to spit out names, it's kind of not my place to do that yet,
Sure.
So
you got an invite right here to go to IMMA with Big Luke.
Yeah. Go train with those heavyweights.
Go train with Fiji.
Go train with those heavyweights. I'm joking. They're shy. I mean, you're welcome to go, but they're all huge. So,
dude, I know I've trained with heavyweights, dude. I've been destroyed in the gym. I mean, I've been in a gym, and I'm not gonna say the gym, but I've sat there, and they're like breaking. They're mad because I was trying to fight, and they were like, "You are not ready, dude. You are literally not ready." And I was like, "Okay, I can understand that. I don't blame you for thinking that." But I still was going to go through with it, and I did my rounds and I got through with it. And that was like a month before the fight. And I did my work. Let's just say that. But should I be fighting? No. Technically, that's my point is like, should you be fighting? No. I'm not stupid. I know I should to win, to get a title fight, to become pro. I know what I need to do. And that's what you guys will see. You guys will see all this manifest in my own vision.
All right, man. June 18th. You got any sponsors you want to give a shout out to? Anybody you want to give a shout out to before we let you go?
No, just me and my daughter's YouTube channel, Blockchain Adventures. Other than that,
right on, man.
How do people get a hold of tickets? How do people get a hold of tickets from you?
They could message me on Facebook. I'm always available. I'm always right here. And yeah, and hit up Kevin or Pat.
Yeah.
You can order them online for sure.
Fiji's just chiming in here. He knows where you're coming from. He used to fight in the backyard fight, so he'd be a good one to pick.
Oh yeah, dude, I've been there too, man. I mean, like I've been in so many fights. Like my girls even gotten in an altercation one time. I tore I tore my ligaments in my ribs. Went there to go Smith's to get my medication. Right, these punk kids, literally like 9 of them, literally were like starting stuff with all these people. I was like, watch, something's gonna happen. She walked my wife now, not my girlfriend, but my wife now. We got married last month. But I have ADHD. Thank you. I'm crazy. But anyway, so yeah. So I went to the Smiths, tried to go in there. They started stuff with me. They all tried to jump me right there in front of the Smiths. I fought them off the best I could, and they all ran off and all that stuff. And I did that with, torn up ribs, and all that kind of stuff. So it's interesting what you get yourself into and the kind of situations you get yourself into.
Yeah.
And now I know I got some good people behind me, and I'm glad that I can use that kind of stuff, that kind of anger and that kind of strength, because that's a lot to go through. Tore up ribs. Ugh.
Yeah.
Well,
best of luck on June 18th, Shawn.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Sorry for the craziness. I appreciate you guys' patience.
All good, brother.
It's all good, man. It's your story, brother. We'll see you June 18th. Sure. All right, man. Take it easy. We'll see you June 18th, brother.
See you. June 18th. Get ready. Some more.